Hello guys, welcome to the new video. So in this video we are going to look at a problem of strings which is called as Sanket and string. This is a problem on Hackerblocks. You can find the link to this problem in the description box below. Okay, so let's see what does the problem says. Okay, uh, in the problem we have to take input something like this. We have to take one input as n, and we have to take another string as an input, right? Suppose the string given by user is a b b and n is given as 2. So in the question it is guaranteed that the string is only made up of two characters, which is a and b, right? And the value of n can be anything, right? uh, what does the value of n specifies is n specifies the number of swaps. And what do I mean by number of swaps is, so in the question we have to print the output such that it is let's see what does the output is. Maximum length of string we can make by swapping at most n characters in string, right? So suppose we have given string AABB, so we have to print the maximum length of string we can make of same characters, right? Maximum length of string of same characters, right? So we have to print the maximum length of string of same characters if we can swap at most two characters, right? So suppose if I swap b with a, and I also swap this v with a, so now my string becomes a. So this string contains only one characters a, right? And this the maximum length of the string, this string is 4, right? So I have to print 4 as an output. uh, in a similarly, let's see another example, right? So you can understand the problem more better, right? Suppose we have a string a b a b a b a b, right? uh, this is my string and I can only swap two characters, right? Suppose, so I have to print the maximum length of string which I can form by updating my this string such that this the particular part of that string contains only one characters, or you can say same characters, right? And I can swap only two characters, right? So we can see that if I swap this b with a and I swap this b with a, right? So this part of my string becomes thoroughly of same character, which is a, and the length of this string is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10, right? Okay, so what other string we can form of same character was this one. Suppose I have swapped yeah, these two b's, right? Suppose I swapped these two b and I didn't swap that, right? This b was only b. Yeah, I swapped these two b's, right? Now the maximum length of string of sorry the length of this string which is formed of same characters is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9, right? So as you can see that we can also form by swapping only these two b's, so this string will be formed, right? So the length of this string will be 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, right? So I have got three strings of length 10 9 and 6 respectively, which I can form by swapping only two characters in my current string which will have the same characters, right? So I have to print the maximum length of the string which I can form. So the maximum length of the string which I can form is of length 10. So I have to print 10 is in my output, right? So I hope you have understood the problem. Also, we have swapped B in our example, right? We could also have swapped A with B's, right? For getting the maximum, we have to get the uh, maximum length of string of either A or either B, whichever is maximum, right? If in our example the maximum string which will be formed of same characters will be from A, but if in case the maximum length of the string is formed by swapping A with B, then we will print that answer, right? Okay, so let's see the algorithm which we will use to get our answer, right? So in our algorithm, first of all we will take n and s as in string input from users, right? Yeah. Later, if we will see that if n is greater than s dot length, yeah, if the number of swap we can do is greater than the length of the string, so we directly uh, print the length of string, right? I hope you get the logic behind this, and simply we return the program which will exit my program only here, right? That's because suppose my string is like this and the length of this string is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, right? And I can do 10 swaps, so the number of swaps is greater than the length of string, so I can swap each and every variable. So I can swap this v with a, I can swap this v with a, I can swap this v with a, I can swap this b with a. So the maximum length of the string which will be formed is only the original length of the string, so we directly printed the length of the string and exited our program, right? So this was my first condition, right? Later in the program we will generate two answers, right? First answer for A and another answer for B. We will make an function called answer. It will take input of string and n within character, right? I will tell you what this character is, right? So in our answer A we will swap only A, right? So the character which I will swap, right, I mean to say that I am swapping B with A, right? So the character which I will B what will the so I will swap B with A, right? So this will be my answer A, right? And when I will swap A with B, right, so that will be my answer B, right? So I will pass this character accordingly, right? So suppose I am doing answer A, so I will pass here S N and character A, and here I will pass S N and character B, right? And then I will print the maximum. This answer function will return me the maximum length of the string formed, right? This answer function will return me the maximum length of the string formed by swapping character ch, right? So I will get two answers in my main, and then I will print the maximum of these twos, right? And then return 0, right? So this will be the part of program I will write in the main, and let's see how will we write our answer function, right? Okay, so answer function will be of int type because we want to return an integer, and here we will accept in string s and integer of n, which will be the number of maximum swaps I can do, uh, and what else I do need to accept is character, let's say ch, right? Okay, so in my answer function, first I will declare two variables, int left is equals to 0, int right is equals to 0, and I will also make an variable answer equals to 0, and I will also make an variable int count equals to 0, right? So why I am making all this, I will tell you just in a moment. Okay, let's see why I am making this, right? Suppose my string was a a b b a b, right? uh, the value of n which I was given was 2, right? So I will keep two pointers left and right, which will initially point to the first variable, right? Left will also point to a, and right will also point to this a, right? Now I will keep my left as static, and I will move my right variable, right? I will move my right variable till I get at most n different characters other than ch, right? Suppose we are calculating our first answer in answer a, right? So the value of ch is a, right? We will move our right variable until we will do r plus plus until this count, oh sorry, let me first explain you. Right, whenever we will encounter a variable other than a, right? If s of say right will not is equals to ch, right, then we will increment our count variable, this count variable which we have made, right? And if count will become equals to n, we will break it, right? So why I am doing this is we will get we will get a right variable till we can do the maximum swaps, right? So uh, whenever I will move here, you can see that I will do first swap here and another swap here, right? So the string which right variable will now point here, right? And then we will move our in next part of the program, we will move our right variable uh, till we encounter ch, right? So I will encounter ch till here, right? So the string formed will be this, right? Then I will make another variable called current answer. In this current answer I will input the string length of this string, right? So what will be the length of this string? This will be r minus l plus 1, right? And then I will update my answer variable as maximum of answer and current answer. Okay, more things will get clear when I will write the program, right? Then what we will do is we will check if, then we will increment L, right? Then we will my right will point here and left was pointing here, right? Then I will increase, when I will update my answer variable, then I will update my left variable, right? So we can see for every part of the given string, right? So when I will increment L, I will check if the previous variable to this L was ch or not. If this variable previous to the L was not ch, suppose it was b, right? Then if this variable would have been b, so let me suppose the input string was like this, right? And I am calculating my answer for answer a, so the value of ch was a, right? So if the first variable was not ch, right, it is not a, then my r would have been pointing here, right? And l was pointing here, so I have calculated my string for this only, length of the string for this string, right? But as I have moved my l variable now by a value of 1, then I will check if the character to the previous position was not a, then I will increment my r, right? Why? Because this position was used for the swap variable, right? But now my string is here and we can see that we have only swapped only one variable, so we have extra one position in which we can move ahead. We can use the swap variable, right? Now my count value is 1, right, not 2, so I can update my r with 1 plus 1, right? So all these condition will be executed again and the maximum value will get printed. Similar thing would be done in answer b, and then I will print the maximum of these two, right? So let's see how can we write the program so that we get better understanding, right? So I am writing some boilerplate code here. Yeah, so I am taking input n, then I am taking input my string, right? Now what I am doing is I am checking if n is greater than s dot length, right? Then I will just print my length of string and I will return 0, right? Now I'm making two variables, answer a and say answer b, right? In answer a I am calling my answer function, which I will just make later. In this function I am passing my string s and variable n and a character a, right? Similarly yeah, in this here I will also pass answer function with string s and n with character b, right? So I will just see out the maximum of these two. Maximum of answer a and answer b. Okay, so let's just write our answer function. This will be of int type, as we have want to return an integer which will return us the maximum length of the string, right? I am doing string s int n and int, oh sorry, char ch, right? Okay, so what I will do here is I will make some variables. Int left is equals to 0, int right is equals to 0, int count is equals to 0, and what else we need to make, right? Left we have made, right we have made, count we have made, yeah, we will just make int answer is equals to 0, right? Okay, so what we will do is we will write in for loop for int I equals to 0. We will just make it right, we want to update our right variable, and we will move right till right is less than s dot length minus 1, and we will just increment our right variable here. Okay, so what we need to do here is we will write if condition and say if uh, s of right is not is equals to ch, then we will increment right with 1, right? And we will also check if count becomes equals to n. Yeah, sorry, we don't have to increment right here, we have to increment count here, right? And when my count will becomes equals to n, I will just break this loop, right? Okay, so what we need to do more is we will just write a while loop here, and I is less than j. Why I'm doing I is less than j is because I have moved my right till the characters I need to see for up to the value of n, right? I have increased my right variable till I get the maximum n different character, right? Now I will check for from I to j, sorry, left to right here, left is less than right, right? So I will just see the length of string between left and right for each value of red. Now I have incremented right, now I will increment left in this loop, right? Okay, so first we will increment our right variable till we encounter more ch characters, right? So I will write here if while um, s of right plus 1 is equals to ch, and uh, right is less than s of length minus 1, right? uh, I will just increment my right variable, right? Okay, so when I will do this, I will just make a variable int cur length, which will calculate my current length. So what will be stored inside current length is it will store right minus left with plus 1, right? Okay, so I will just update my answer to maximum of answer and current, right? Okay, now I will increment my left variable Okay, and now I will check if the position, if the variable, if the character before incrementing left, which will be s of left, sorry, -1, wouldn't be a ch, and we will also check for right is less than s dot length -1, right? Okay, then what we will do is we will just move right variable ahead, right? And now yeah, we have done all the things, right? This while loop get executed till left, and left will be less than right. Now what we will need to do is we will just return our answer, right? Yeah, I will just save it. Okay, so now let's see and run this program. Okay, let me just clear this first, right? And now let me run this again. Yeah, so it is perfect, it is working fine. So let me just give input, like I am giving 2 within string a b b a, right? Yeah, so as you can see it is printing 4, and also you can see that we can, the maximum length of string will also be 4, right? Because I can swap at most 2 characters, so we will swap b with a, so all the b will be swapped with a, or you can say that we can swap all the a with b, so the maximum length of the string will be formed, which will be 4, right? So our program is printing correct output. So let's just copy it and try to submit it on Hackerblocks, right? I have just opened this problem here, right? I will just paste my code here and I will submit it, right? Let's see if this submits or not. Yeah, so you can see that all the test cases has been passed, right? And we have created our program fine, right? Okay, thank you guys. If you have any doubt, you can ask them in the comment sections below. Happy coding, bye bye.